Alright everyone, and welcome to another stupid video with me, Craig Bryant, and welcome to Gourock ferry terminal in Clyde on the south side of the Firth of Clyde, just along from Glasgow if you don't know where that is, and to a place that is very close to my heart because I used to come here all of the time as a kid to get the car ferry back from Oban. We used to take the scenic route sometimes, me with my mum and dad, and we used to get the car ferry. The famous streakers, the MV Jupiter, Dunoon and Saturn used to come in here, and I can remember it even, it sort of all brings back memories. But that's the first thing to say today, is we're not getting the car ferry because it doesn't exist from here anymore, because sadly for CALMAC, they withdrew that over a decade ago, and now there is the MV Argyll Flyer and the Cat, and then also the Chieftain goes over to Kilcreggan, which is just over there, but instead we're going over to Dunoon for our tea tonight, so please come and join us on board now. And for those of you who've been wondering, yes, she still is married to me, bless her. I take her to lovely places like this, and oh, that's horrible. And we're going to go over there. You can see on the right hand side is the ferry terminal, well, where the ferry comes in, and we're going to go into the terminal, which is actually just on the left there. Are you excited to get on board then, Rach?
Very excited.
She is so excited, and you're excited for tea in Dunoon. Have you found somewhere to eat?
I'm currently looking for somewhere.
Currently looking for somewhere. Fantastic. We'll see if we're just going to have something more than a McDonald's. Well, we're walking in the car lanes here, which are still here, and you may be wondering, you know, they've had a decade to get rid of them, but actually it's because this is the diversion route for the Wienspay to Isle of Bute ferry, which we're going to go on tomorrow. I've done a video on that, check it out in the description if you want, but I'm not doing a video tomorrow. We're just going to enjoy ourselves without doing it, but the reason that these car lanes are still here is because the MV Bute or the MV Argyle comes all the way up from Rothsay on the Isle of Bute, comes up the Clyde and goes on the link span, which can still take cars, so that's why you have really weird empty car lanes. Also, another thing to say is lovely integrated transport. Sorry for coming here in the dark, by the way. It's literally early January. We couldn't get here any earlier, but behind there is the train line, and Gourock train station is linked to the ferry terminal just up the end there as well, so it's great if you want to get the passenger ferry. You can get the train here too. This one, Rach, you're going to go at the wrong place.
Emergency instructions displayed throughout the passenger areas. Layout signs indicating the assembly positions in the passenger lounge, where you should assemble and stay calm. Remember these instructions. One way to select the station, like
Get smoked, Chieftain. We are underway on the MV Cat. Sorry we didn't have any time. I just saw it and everybody got on board, and I was like, can I buy tickets on board? And they were like, yeah, it's fine. And I went, I'm allowed to go outside? And they were like, everybody else is downstairs. I'll show you the interior, but Rachel, you are allowed to go inside, honestly, even if I stay out here for a large part, but it is absolutely freezing. But it's class. You get this cool little deck space here. They put on the floodlights for the moronic passenger that wants to be outside, who drags his lovely wife here. And they are a lot larger, these passenger ferries, the Alicat and the Argyll Flyer in particular. The Chieftain seems to be a little bit smaller, and there seem to be, and I'm not joking, 0 people apart from the crew on board today. But yes, we have got this lovely stern area where you can look out towards the beautiful Gourock. Over there on the other side of the Clyde is Dunbarton and Helensburgh. Over there is Kilcreggan. In between there, if you go up there, is His Majesty's Naval Base Fastlane, where the nuclear submarines are looked after by our wonderful Royal Marines. I know one of the Royal Marines very well, who works up there, so I'll give that person who will remain unnamed a little wave there. But yes, we're just passing here, the main part of the town of Gourock. Down there is the Western Ferries area. It's basically in the middle of nowhere on the edge of Gourock, on the far western edge. And then there, car ferries actually cross over. We'll get some good shots of that. You can already see some of them in the distance there. And then they go to the other side of Dunoon, to a place called Hunters Quay. But we go to the main old traditional pier in Dunoon. I can't wait. Say cheese. Fromage. She honestly, Rachel, just say what you've just said to me. I said you're welcome to go indoors, and what did you just say to me? She's out because she wants to be. Unbelievable. Sanctification. Right, we are now sort of approaching the crossing point with Western Ferries. I'm going to zoom in. I'm so sorry for the low light picture. There it is on ×5 zoom. That there is one of the sounds of Scarva, sounds of Scalpe or Soy or whatever, one of them, going into McInroy's Point, which is the official name of the port on that side. I remembered it from before. So that is, we're looking sort of south now, towards down the Clyde, and that is the whole length of Gourock, and you can see there back where we've came from. So they are quite a distance apart, and definitely if you're coming here using public transport, especially the train, I would highly recommend the CALMAC route. But obviously if you've got a car, you need to use one of them. Let's go on the other side. And there is one of the other Western ferries going the other way. And there goes the Argyll Flyer doing the same route in reverse. So that must mean we're on the halfway point. Well, we've got our tickets. Bless the guy who's had to come out here in the freezing cold. I think it's about -1 now, and it's only about 5:30 in the afternoon, which is absolutely ridiculous for January. And I was just asking him what time the last ferry's back, because I was looking at the timetables. Today's a Friday, and they do have on a Friday and Saturday, it goes to about sort of 1:30-ish. And I was like, does anybody actually use it then? He says there's 5 guys every week who come to play pool in Dunoon, and they come back absolutely drunk as anything. So I was like, that must be a scene. We will definitely not be coming back that late, but it's class to know how regular it is, and how late in the day it goes as well. So really handy. It was $22.50 for 2 adults to return, 20 minutes each way. I think that's pretty good value actually. Looking at the stars, look how they shine for you. There's some more Western ferries. Cheers, lads.
Okay.
Thank
See
you.
later.
Well, we have made it to Dunoon on the MV Alley Cat with CALMAC, and we've just run up the hill to the statue, and it is who we probably expected. It's Robert Burns, Robbie Burns, just behind me here. So that's why I'm all lit up in green. But the real reason I came up here is because you get a fantastic view of the ferry terminal. Sorry for the light on me, but there is the Alley Cat. Here is the old sort of lanes, the marshalling lanes that I can really remember, and there's the old pier as well, which the streakers, the MV Juno, Jupiter and Saturn, they had side doors, in which meant that when they were in Dunoon, they used to come up here and come in sort of side on, which was absolutely class. Or was that Gourock? I cannot remember. If I've told you a load of rubbish there, sorry, but they definitely had side doors on one of the sides. Please subscribe. It's absolutely free. Just click the button just below. It's absolutely free. It helps so much more than you can possibly imagine. All it means is when you go on YouTube, some of my videos will pop up maybe now and then, and you don't even have to watch them. And also give the video a like and give a comment, especially if I'm talking rubbish about which side had the side doors when the streakers were here, when it was vehicle ferries. Guys, this is probably one of the saddest things you'll ever see, but in white are all the things that have closed down. Like, even they had multiple cinemas here, the paddling pond, the bathing Lido, the library's gone, the pavilion. Oh, Britain, man. Well, I did that classic thing where you outro and then interesting things happen. We are actually on the Argyll Flyer, not the Alley Cat, on the way back, so it actually feels a little bit bigger. Must be a little bit older as well, but the best bit here, look at this top deck, which I am obviously the only person out on because it's -1 and it's going to be about -4. It's like due to drop to -4 as we go out there, which is ridiculous. But yes, we're here in Dunoon. We're going to head off probably in about 2 or 3 minutes time now. Brilliant. It's been such a nice day. Had a lovely meal at a nice pub in Dunoon, and we're going to head back to a hotel now. Good. A bit of grit on the floor. that's us done. The Argyll Flyer and the Alley Cat for the first time in my life have been ticked off, and I've got to say that was actually far more enjoyable. I thought, yeah, I'm a big rural vehicular ferry fan, which I obviously am, but they were great. They're much bigger actually than I think people realise, especially the Argyll Flyer was a lot bigger, but really just as per usual with CALMAC, lovely stuff. Had a bit of chat on with the man there at the end, and they just do a really great job of connecting Dunoon, especially to Gourock train station, which I think is absolutely brilliant for both places. But yes, again, if you've enjoyed this video, thank you so much for watching. I really, honestly, you don't realise how much I appreciate it, especially getting to the end like this. Please subscribe if you can, that would be absolutely brilliant. It's absolutely free, don't worry about it. Doesn't cost you any money when you click subscribe, because people think sometimes that word means money. It doesn't. And give the video a like, that would be absolutely class, and I will see you in my next video. Thanks again for watching. Bye bye. Oh no, she's left us.